Hi, everyone.
Hello.
It's Linda and Michelle.
And we're in a very cold car.
It is 20 degrees out. Oh, we just came out of the theater after seeing the Monday night mystery movie at the IMAX theater in 3D, which, if you don't know by now, was Mercy. Um, Such an
it,
interesting
it
movie.
it was it was very interesting. I'm not up on all that A1 technology too much, so it's kind of fascinating to see how all this kind of played out. It's almost like well, first of all, they were developing a mercy court so that no longer were there real life judges and right in cases they had an A1 person who was the
AI.
AI person who was going to listen to your evidence and help and also help you
Yes.
determine whether you wanted to be innocent, help you determine your innocence. The fascinating part for me though, yeah, and I'll let Linda tell you a little bit more about this part, but just the fact when you think about it, like they were able to pull up every single aspect of this man's day, his wife's day. It's like they say, Big Brother is watching you because they got everything there
Yeah.
on tape that he was able to pull and make his case with.
Yeah, this was set in Los Angeles at a time when there was a lot of lawlessness going on and um, homelessness and a lot of um, problems in the streets. And so they set up what they thought would be um, a fair way of determining someone's guilt when they were arrested. And it starts with this woman being killed. Um, and right away, her husband is in this chair before this mercy court, and he has 90 minutes to determine his guilt. And his guilt level must drop below 92% before they will let him out of the chair. If it stays at 92 or above at the end of 90 minutes, he's executed in this chair. And so we go on this case of the all the files and everything is pulled up before you, and people are flying, the cops are
Oh my God, it
flying
was
their
just like
motorcycles like as though they were like drones, with the four wheels
it,
driving the. I mean, this was real high tech.
there was so much action going on. And this
Hmm.
man who was being accused of killing his wife, his name was Chris Raven. He was also one of the people who advocated very strongly for
For the
this type
mercy
of
court.
court, for the mercy
Yes.
court
and it,
2 years ago.
And in the mercy court, you sat before a judge, and the judge was an AI generated judge who provided you with the opportunity to, you know,
Defend yourself, I
yeah,
guess,
to
really.
obtain files that you might have needed, or video, or phone records, or whatever. Whatever you needed, this judge could like pull up from the cloud. Everything was in this cloud. And so this is where I think it's important to see it in 3D because wow, it was so cool to see all these files just being thrown
They
around.
were
And
all over the place.
yeah, I mean this was a really cool different movie. I mean, it's a sci-fi
and
movie
it Yeah,
obviously.
and it was kind of strange too because you start out being guilty and then he had to prove his innocence. So he was right off the bat, he was like, I don't know, 90 some plus.
97.5 is where he started.
But
And I'm not going to tell you how where he went with it, whether he was guilty, whether he
yeah,
was
but
innocent,
yeah,
because it's really a movie definitely worth seeing.
yeah, a lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of
Yeah.
unexpected parts to it, but it was just amazing when you think about could this be our future?
Well,
Perhaps,
it very well could be,
you
but
know.
they also throughout the movie, showed the problems, the issues that could arrive using artificial intelligence. They showed, the weaknesses of it. They showed how, errors it could make. They showed how it could malfunction and go right back to the initial greeting. They also showed if the power went out, what happened. So there was a lot of like, realism in like,
Right.
is this really the road we want to take in the
Or
future?
does it need a lot more work before
Yeah,
we could actually put it out there
yeah. I
and
mean,
implement it?
it was amazing all the way around. I mean, you could see it was an early like attempt at this or something, but when you're playing with people's lives, do you want an attempt? Um,
It was a
yeah.
very
If you have the opportunity to see it in an IMAX theater in 3D, do that.
yeah.
I mean, it was filmed for IMAX and it was filmed in 3D. And so it is native to this. And it just was fascinating to me. Like, I seriously, well, you know what it reminded me of a little bit? Do you remember the movies we saw a couple of years back where they were like talking about emails, and there were two movies we saw. Searching,
I
I
do
think,
remember.
was
I know
one
what
of
you're
them,
talking about.
and the
Yeah,
other one was a girl who was,
trying to find her mother. Was
no, there
no.
was the man in Iraq or something that she from ISIS that she was conversing with through email, and actually she was a journalist or something. I don't know. I can't remember the
I
name of the
I,
movie.
I think I have a vague picture of what you're talking about. Yeah,
It
but
just
it's like that was like the start of it to some degree. Those were the
Well,
to
that was
me.
that was a whole movie done in watching email.
Yeah.
We just you the whole movie was done through reading people's emails. And this to me had that same sentiment when we were looking at
Mm,
all the cloud files and all the video and stuff that was coming out of the
yeah.
cloud. It just gave me that same like vibe or something.
I get that. Yeah, but it was a sci-fi thriller, and it definitely
Yeah.
was.
And I don't usually like sci-fi,
Yeah,
but this was different than your typical sci-fi because you could honestly see us moving toward this in the future.
perhaps, yeah.
That's the scary part.
Anyway, this was
So rate it,
this was.
Michelle.
I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, me too. 4 out of
Yeah,
5.
yeah. It was the secret movie for Monday night, and this was the only theater that it was at in our area.
Well, it's the only IMAX we have.
That's right.
And it
That's right.
was,
And I guess it had to be played as IMAX.
yeah, it was
But
released
yeah,
to IMAX. Yeah, and what a difference watching it in IMAX. We tend to, the theater, we have two theaters in our area. One has the
yeah,
IMAX theater, and we never go to that theater because they don't have reclining seats. And the other
it's
theater that has only XD theaters in it,
the difference.
and
Yeah,
that has reclining seats. So we think, it's the trade off, XD,
yeah.
IMAX. There's a big, big difference.
Yeah, there was.
It's
I
worth
noticed
going to IMAX.
as soon as I sat down and saw the screen and everything, this is going to be a little bit different. But
Yeah,
anyway,
really cool. So
I
get out
know.
there and see it.
Yeah, no, it's a little late to go to move this evening, but it was popcorn day,
Yeah,
National Popcorn Day today.
yes.
So this,
Also, we had someone post in the links who are in the comments of our last video. when I said that there was a way to determine what whether the movie you're going to
Was it
see is a mystery
Scream or
movie,
something?
is a scary movie, a horror movie,
Yeah.
or not. And I'm just going to tell you what he or she told us because um, it might be very helpful to you all. If you go, when there is a mystery movie, if you go to the AMC site and look at the mystery movie, if it is a scary movie, a horror movie, it will say it's a
Yeah.
scream, I think, or
Something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not, it says it's a screen something. And you can tell the difference that way,
But if
whether
it's the
it's
Scream, that's the horror.
yes, yes, yes. And it's the same mystery movie on all different franchises,
Yeah.
theater franchises, but that's how you can tell. So that's a good secret.
But yeah, this was a good one though.
Yeah, it
Enjoyed
was.
it.
And we have a bunch planned for the rest of the week. So um
When we could fit them in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll be back
Hopefully a few more.
soon. Probably tomorrow with another one.
All right.
So
Well,
we'll catch you in the next. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, I've just looked at the YouTube Studio analytics thing and see that like 70% of our viewers don't subscribe. Subscribe. We want you. We want you to be part of our little group.
costs nothing.
Just go
You
down
just
there
hit
and
that
click the
button.
subscribe button. Make us happy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we got.
All right.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Take care.